Hey everyone, and welcome to another educational video. Today, we're going to be looking at some of the worst medical mistakes ever recorded, from surgical instruments being left inside patients to having the wrong limb amputated. We'll be covering everything that could and has gone wrong. So stay tuned, and if you're due for surgery soon, you might want to look away now as we cover 10 of the most shocking and terrifying mistakes ever made in the world of medicine. Kicking things off at number 10, unneeded breast removal. In 2007, Danny Eason was given the unfortunate news that she had breast cancer, to which she simply responded, "Please don't let me die." Chilling words, and if this wasn't bad enough, she was told that the most appropriate treatment to have would be a double mastectomy. Reluctantly, she agreed, and both her breasts were surgically removed. After the procedure, it was discovered that Eason never actually had cancer to begin with, and the mistake in all the following procedures were due to mislabeling by a lab technician, who needless to say was fired. Number 9. Babies given a near-lethal overdose. Hollywood star Dennis Quaid and wife Kimberly Buffington were at the center of a media storm back in 2007. Their two twins were given heparin in their IV cannulas in order to flush them and aid the breakdown of blood clots. Unfortunately for the Quaid family, the twins were given the adult dose of 10,000 units instead of the 10 units normally given to newborns. This mistake proved near fatal for the twins with severe internal bleeding, but after the mistake was caught and the babies were treated, the condition began to improve after 41 hours and they made a full recovery. It was found upon investigation that the mistake occurred because the pharmacist stocked the wrong shelves with the medications, which at the time looked nearly identical. There's a dark joke about the twins in there somewhere. Number 8. Wrong testicle removed. US military veteran Benjamin Horton underwent the removal of what was supposed to be his left testicle due to the potential for cancer cells spreading. Unfortunately for him, and unknowingly to the surgeon however, the wrong testicle had been marked and Benjamin lost his right, healthy testicle instead. Horton and his wife, obviously angered and shocked at the mistake, sued the West Los Angeles VA Medical Center for $200,000. A lot of money, but not really a drop in the ocean when considering all the medical complications that a lack of testosterone can bring, including the need for exogenous hormone replacement therapy, fatigue, sexual dysfunction, and depression. Number 7. Having the wrong leg removed. So you thought having the wrong testicle removed was bad, right? Try telling that to Willie King, who in 1999 had the wrong leg removed during surgery. The mistake was made by Dr. Ronaldo R. Sanchez after the wrong leg was listed in a number of key places on the hospital, including the operating theatre blackboard. On top of that, King entered the theatre with the wrong leg having already been prepared for surgery. Sanchez argued that King would have needed to have both legs amputated eventually, with the healthy leg only really being healthy in comparison and heading down the same direction. Regardless, Sanchez's defense was dismissed and he was fined $10,000. His medical license was revoked for 6 months and he was ordered to pay King $250,000 in damages. Number 6. Having the wrong organ removed. In 2006, an 84-year-old lady was taken into theatre to have her unhealthy gallbladder removed. Upon waking, however, she found that she was actually missing a kidney instead. The initial plan was to remove the gallbladder laparoscopically, that is, via a small incision to allow the passing of a camera and small instruments. But when surgery faced complications due to bleeding and inflammation, an open surgery was implemented, involving a large cut through the abdomen. Whilst this mistake wasn't fatal and removing the kidney actually improved the health of the gallbladder, it was still a significant error on the part of Dr. Patrick M. McEnany and resulted in a 5-year probation, following which all of his surgeries will need to be monitored by a colleague. Number 5. Surgery on the wrong side of your head. Now this one will be hard to believe, but neurosurgeons in Rhode Island operated on the wrong side of 3 different patients' heads in 3 different surgeries in 2007. Fortunately, the medical errors were caught early enough in 2 of the surgeries to repair the holes and operate on the correct sides, but in one, the surgery was completed and the 86-year-old patient died 3 weeks later. The surgeon responsible was only suspended for 2 months and was back to practicing medicine shortly after. Number 4. Leaving surgical tools inside. In 2000, Donald Church underwent an operation to have a tumour from his abdomen removed. Little did he know that he would wake up to a trade, with something being taken out, but something also being left behind. It also wasn't a minor swap, it was in fact a 13-inch retractor left in his abdominal cavity. Fortunately for Church, the mistake was detected quickly and the device was removed without causing any real damage. The University of Washington Medical Center took full responsibility for the accidents and awarded Church $97,000 in damages. Accidents like these are shocking but aren't uncommon, and most hospitals now have an equipment count before and after the surgery to make sure mistakes like these don't happen. Number 3. The wrong organs transplanted. 17-year-old Jessica Santillan was due to undergo a heart and lung transplant in order to save her life. Unfortunately, organs from a donor of the wrong blood type were given to her, and she had a severe reaction to the organs that she received. Her body began to shut down, and the surgery resulted in permanent brain damage to the patient. Dr. James Jagger of Duke's University Hospital did try to correct the mistake by transplanting compatible organs thereafter, but the damage was done and Jessica passed away. This incident prompted an investigation, and the hospital now has a much stricter verification requirement before an organ transplant can go ahead. Number 2. Fertility clinic using the wrong sperm. In 2004, Thomas and Nancy Andrews had their first child Jessica after what they thought was a successful IVF procedure using Thomas's sperm. They were surprised to see that Jessica's skin was a lot darker than either of theirs, however, and after numerous DNA tests they confirmed that Thomas was not in fact the father of the child, after the wrong sperm had been used to inseminate Nancy's egg. The couple sued New York Medical Services for reproductive medicine in a negligence claim, and also sought unspecified damages against the owner of the clinic and the embryologist who conducted the insemination personally. Number 1. Being awake during surgery. This is the stuff nightmares are made of. Ironically though, Sherman Sizemore probably wished he had stayed asleep during his exploratory surgery, which was supposed to detect the source of his abdominal pain. He went into theatre at Raleigh General Hospital in Beckley, West Virginia, but the attending anaesthetist failed to give him any anesthesia or pain relief until 16 minutes into the surgery. Sizemore was able to feel every nick and cut that the surgeon sliced into his abdomen, but was unable to move or communicate what he was feeling. He was plagued by the memories of his experience, and after 2 weeks he tragically decided to end his own life. Sizemore's family sued Raleigh's anesthesia associates and claimed that the mismanagement of the patient's case led to his suicide. That's all the stories for today's video. I hope it wasn't too scary, but before you go ahead and see your doctor next time, make sure they've double checked everything that they're doing. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more top 10s like this, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video so I know what sorts of content you guys enjoy, and comment down below what else you'd like to see. I'll see you on the next one.